In this video, we're diving into how to launch your very first email campaign using Omnisend, specifically for WooCommerce stores. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and here on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you grow your online business without feeling like you need a full marketing team just to hit send on an email. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by email marketing, or maybe you've been putting it off because it seems complicated, this is your step-by-step guide to getting your first real campaign live without overthinking it. So let's start from the top. Step 1, set up Omnisend with WooCommerce. Now, before you send anything, you need to get Omnisend connected to your WooCommerce store. It's honestly a pretty quick setup. Just head over to your WordPress dashboard, go to the plugins section, and click Add New and search for Omnisend for WooCommerce. You'll see it pop up. Go ahead and install it and then hit Activate. Once that's done, Omnisend will show a little message prompting you to connect your store. Just click the button to log into your Omnisend account or create one if you haven't already and approve the connection. From there, it links everything up behind the scenes. Orders, customer info, your product feed, all that stuff syncs automatically so you can start building emails that pull directly from your store. You'll land in your Omnisend dashboard once you're in, and this is where you'll do most of the work going forward. Might feel like a lot at first, but don't stress. We're gonna walk you through it all. So first things first, if you don't already have an Omnisend account, you can go ahead and click the link down below in the description to get started. You can also get 30% off for 3 months when you use code CharlieChang30 at checkout. So be sure to click the link and use that code at checkout. And for this example, I'm gonna be using a WordPress website that we have hosted on Hostinger. And if you are looking for your first website, then we recommend Hostinger. We've also got a link for that down in the description that when you click on it, will bring you to this page right here. And you can choose between one of the 3 different plans. They've got the premium, the business, and the cloud startup plan. Now, for most of you getting started, the premium plan or the business plan will be more than enough. I personally host my website on the business plan, and I use WooCommerce and Omnisend as well, and it works fantastic. It's a little bit more money, but for me, I think it's worth it, but you go ahead and make the choice that's right for you. So for this example, I'll go ahead and just show you the premium plan. So we'll go ahead and click on choose plan, and then there's a couple more things that you have to do here at the end to save the most amount of money. First things first is choose your time frame that you want to commit to. Obviously, the longer that you commit to, the more money you're going to save, but let's say you just want to commit to a year. So you can go ahead and click on it 12 months, then just come over here to the coupon code and type in code StartupWise and click apply. So then for only $43.09, you're going to get a full year of hosting with Hostinger. So go ahead, use the link down in the description and use code StartupWise at checkout. All right, once you're logged into your Hostinger website, this is what it'll look like. So we'll come over here to websites, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up a WordPress store that we have right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this one right here and just click on WordPress admin, and this will bring us over to WordPress. Okay, now before I go ahead and connect Omnisend, I'm gonna wanna make sure that I have WooCommerce installed. So I'm gonna come here to plugins, and we'll go to add plugin at the top here, and we'll go ahead and search for WooCommerce. And we'll go ahead and click on install now. We'll go ahead and click activate once that's done installing. And now we have WooCommerce installed on our WordPress store, so we can add products and we have an e-commerce store. So next we'll go back to plugins, and we're gonna look for the Omnisend plugin. So we'll go ahead again, click on add plugin, and we'll click on search and type in Omnisend. And there are 2 different ones here. There's a newsletter, email marketing, SMS, and pop-ups by Omnisend. That's not the one we want. We want the email marketing for WooCommerce by Omnisend. So we'll go ahead and click on install now, and we'll go ahead and click on activate. Sweet, now we've got those both installed. We are good to go. Now, as you can see, as soon as I went ahead and installed the Omnisend plugin, I have this option here now to go ahead and connect my store. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and then it's gonna ask me to create an account to Omnisend or connect my account. So for this example, I'll go ahead and create a new account, and we'll go ahead and just type in an email address here and a password. We can go ahead and say my business is e-commerce. We'll go ahead and agree to the terms, and we'll go ahead and skip the marketing newsletter and click sign up. Sweet, now we just gotta confirm the link in our email, and that'll go ahead and open up this starting place here in Omnisend. So let's go ahead and fill out this basic information. So here it's asking for our store website, so we can just come over here to WordPress dashboard. We can click on this right here to visit our site, and we'll go ahead and copy that URL right there, and we'll go ahead and paste that in and click continue. Then it's gonna ask for our business address, and we'll go ahead and pick a time zone here, and we'll go ahead and click on continue to Omnisend. Sweet, and that is how you can go ahead and connect your WooCommerce store to Omnisend. So step 2, add your brand's look and feel. All right, so now that Omnisend is connected, it's time to make your emails feel like they actually belong to your brand. So inside Omnisend, you can upload your logo, set your brand colors, and pick fonts for your headings and body text. This part doesn't take long, but it does make a big difference. You want your emails to feel like an extension of your website, not some random template. You can even pull your logo directly from your WordPress site if it's already in your media library. Just grab the image URL, paste it into Omnisend, and you're good to go. Now for colors, think about your website's accent color and copy that over. And for fonts, go with something clean and readable. Roboto, Open Sans, or anything that you're already using on your site works just fine. Now once you've got your logo, fonts, and colors locked in, you can also drop in links to your social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever makes sense for you. Then click save, and now everything that you build from here on out will match your brand automatically. There's no need to redesign every single email from scratch. So right now we're actually getting prompted right here to do that. I went ahead and logged into my own Omnisend account here. And so if we come to that brand assets, which we go to settings, and then it's right here, brand assets, we can come here and click on manage brand assets. So I've gone ahead and uploaded my logo, which is just my name, and chosen my colors. So I kind of have like a yellow vibe. So this is what my colors look like. I've chosen Arial for headings and paragraphs and added my social links here. And then again, you just want to make sure you hit save brand assets. Step 3, create a sign up form to collect emails. Now, before you can send a campaign, you obviously need someone to send it to. And that's where forms come in. So inside Omnisend, you can go to the forms section and start building a simple pop-up. You can use one of their templates or start from scratch if you want to get fancy. But honestly, the basic pop-up works great for most people, especially when you're just starting out. So here's the idea. You offer a little incentive, like get 10% off your first order, and in exchange, they give you their name and email. That's it. Nothing too crazy. You can fully customize the look and layout of the form as well. So if you want to change the text, go for it. Want to make it 2 columns? Easy. Want to add a picture of one of your products? Just drag it in. There's even a countdown timer option that you can use to create a little urgency, which can actually boost conversion rates if you don't want to go overboard with it. Just remember to keep it simple. Don't ask for too much up front. Name and email is plenty. You can always collect more information later. Now, one important thing here, you'll need to add a link to your privacy policy before Omnisend lets you enable the form, so just make sure that you have that already on your site. Then once all that's set, just click enable, and boom, the form is live on your site, collecting emails automatically. So let's go ahead and do that together now. I'm gonna click on Save Brand Assets. We'll come over here on the left-hand side, click on Forms, and we'll click on Create New Form. So what we can do here is we can just go ahead and click on Collect Subscribers, and then they have a bunch of different options here. So this is a really good one right here, this email and SMS branded multi-step welcome discount. So go ahead and just click on Use Template, and then this is it. So what you can do is you can come in here and edit this. So maybe you wanna give more than that. Maybe you want to give 25% or whatever. I'll just leave it at 10 for now, but it's really easy. You just come in here and type and change this text however you want. Now, for example, if we'll go ahead and click on this button here, we can come over here on the right-hand side and change the text here. So if we come over here, we go to button style, and we can go ahead and change this to a different button style, which we kind of have set in the back end of our system here. And then what you can do, so if you look at the bottom here, there's step 1, step 2, success, and subscribed. So this, at first, it's going to ask you to enter your email address, and then once you go ahead and do that, it's going to ask you to put in your phone number, which you can leave that if you want. Again, if you don't want to bombard people by asking too many questions, you can actually just come down here and click delete and get rid of that. They can also skip the step 2, so that's kind of up to you. I've left this on my website, and it seems to work just fine. And then it has the success, so what happens, and it says you already subscribed, and yeah, that's how easy it is. And then you can just go ahead, click enable form, and it'll show up on your website. So now when someone goes to your website, I'll go ahead and just type in erichunsker.com. So we come here, and if you just hang out here for a second, you can go ahead and see that it's going to pop up with that form that we just created. And there it is. So as you can see, we get 10% off your first order. You can go ahead and just type in your email address there, and then it'll follow those steps. So that's how you do that. Step 4, send a welcome email automatically. So now that people are signing up, you want to follow up right away. And that's where a welcome email automation comes in. So we can head over to the automation section in Omnisend. You'll see a bunch of pre-built workflows, but we're starting with the welcome series. So Omnisend gives you a simple 1 email workflow out of the box. It's triggered as soon as someone signs up. So you can have it send right away or wait a few minutes or even hours before it hits their inbox. Inside the email, you want to include whatever you promised. Usually a discount code or a thank you offer, and maybe a quick note introducing you and your brand. Just keep it short and human. Something like, hey, first name, thanks for signing up. Here's your 10% off code, welcome 10, we're glad you're here. You can personalize it even more using merge tags, so their name or specific product categories show up in the message automatically. Now, if you want to go the extra mile, you can add a second message a day or two later. Maybe a reminder to use their code or a little intro to your best-selling products. And if you've got SMS credits, you can even add a follow-up text after the email goes out if you collected their phone number. A quick, hey, your discount code is waiting for you message can work surprisingly well. Once everything looks good, hit start workflow and you're officially running a real automation. Welcome to the big leagues. So going back over to Omnisend, let's go ahead and come over here to automation. Click on this welcome flow here. So this is what it looks like. So as soon as they go ahead and fill out that form, it's just going to send this basic email here. So this is the automation builder here. And if I want to actually edit this email, I can click on edit content and I'll go ahead and open that up. And this is the email that I've gone ahead and set up for my brand. Step 5, recover lost sales with abandoned cart and checkout emails. Let's talk about abandoned carts. So if you're not using recovery emails yet, you're probably leaving money on the table, a lot of money. Omnisend makes it easy to set up 2 separate automations. Abandoned cart, and this triggers when someone adds something to their cart but doesn't start checking out. And then there's abandoned checkout. So this kicks in after someone begins the checkout process but doesn't finish it. Now the main difference is how much info you have. With abandoned checkout, you often have their email address already. With abandoned cart, you might only catch people who are logged in or already on your email list. You can use Omnisend's pre-built workflows and tweak them however you want. For example, the first email sent 1 hour after abandonment. A soft reminder like, hey, did you forget something? The second email could be sent 12 to 24 hours later. Maybe throw in a discount to sweeten the deal. Optional third email or SMS, a little urgency. Your cart's about to expire. You can even add a dynamic product block that shows exactly what they left in their cart. That way they don't just get a generic message. They see their actual items, which make it way more likely they'll come back. You don't need to get fancy here. A friendly reminder and a solid call to action go a long way. Once you're done tweaking the messages and delays, click start workflow and you're live. So I've got this set up in my Omnisend, so let's go ahead and take a look at it now. I've got both the abandoned cart and the abandoned checkout. So let's go ahead and click on the abandoned cart. And so first things first, customers enter the workflow when they add an item to a cart, and the customer exits the workflow when they place an order or they start their checkout. So the first email, it says forgot something. And if we come here to the edit content, we can go ahead and see what happened. We notice you clicked on some items. These items could be gone soon, so grab them while you can. Now, personally, I should probably change that because I have digital products, so that doesn't really make a ton of sense, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and fix that later on. The second email waits 11 hours saying your cart is calling. We're still keeping your items right where you left them. And then we'll say this last one, which waits another 12 hours. Don't miss out on the items that you really wanted. And yeah, so that's the abandoned cart email. If we close that, we can come here to the abandoned checkout email. And again, so a customer enter this workflow when they start their checkout and they exit it when they place an order. So again, this is kind of similar here. Your cart is calling, hurry up. In fact, I believe they're the same emails. Honestly, I didn't feel like getting too crazy with it. It's just they enter at different stages. Step 6, build and send your first email campaign. Now let's get into the core part of this video, your first email campaign. So this is the one-off broadcast style email, not part of an automation. Think like a product launch, a special promo, a seasonal sale, anything you want to send to your audience in real time. So inside the campaigns tab, we'll click on new campaign and give it a name. You'll set a subject line, sender name, reply to address, and a little pre-header text. For example, subject line could be something like new drop just landed. The pre-header could be our latest collection is now live, shop while it lasts. Next, choose a template. Omnisend has a bunch that look really good out of the box, and you can swap in your product photos and text in just a few clicks. Here's what you'll want to include: a strong headline or image up top, some short, clear body text, 1 or 2 featured products. You can use the product recommendations block if you want it to autofill, a big obvious button that takes them to your site, and you can test your email by sending it to yourself first. And once you're happy with how it looks, it's time to choose your audience. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll come over here on the left-hand side and click on campaigns and click on create campaign. Here we'll click on create email campaign, and this is where we can put our subject in, our biggest sale ever. Sender name, Eric Hunsaker. And what I like is that they have this little preview over here so you can kind of see what it'll look like inside of like Gmail specifically. So that's great. And then you can add a pre-header here. You won't want to miss this. And that's that little text that goes goes over there. You can also give it a campaign name, but for now, we'll go ahead and click on choose email template. And here you can go ahead and come to your save templates, or you can come in and just choose one from Omnisend. And again, they all look really good and you can customize them all. So let's go ahead. We'll click on announce a sale since that's what we said in our subject line. Let's go ahead. You can either preview it as well, but for this example, I'll just use this first one here. And then we can go ahead and see this email here. So again, we can come in here and change this. Go ahead and just delete that. Again, there's all this imagery in here. So this could also link to something. So I could come in here and link this over to something on my page. Now we come over here on the left, we come over here to products. We can either choose like recently viewed products, best-selling products, most viewed products. And this is dynamic. So if we want to come here to static, we can also do that as well. So if I just grab this, I can go ahead and drag that over. Go ahead and drop that at the top here. And then we can go ahead and click on this. And again, you can go ahead and change all of the stuff over here. And then if you go on product listing, you can go ahead and pick products from stores. So if I click on that, I could come here and select one of my digital products, go ahead and click add, and then you can go ahead and see it's right there at the top. So if I wanted to, maybe delete this section here, this is what that sort of looks like. Add elements, text. And then we'll go here and then we type in our biggest sale ever. So I guess we need to come here to add elements. We'll come to layout. We'll come to one column. There we go. And I want this to go in there. There we go. Sweet. Now to edit this text, let's come over here and we'll come to heading large. We'll make that centered. We'll go ahead and bold it. So let's go ahead and select it all and click bold. And there you go. So that's how you can go ahead and edit some of these emails. Step 7, choose who you're sending to. Now when you're just starting out, your list might be small and that's totally fine. You can send to all subscribers or start creating segments based on how people interact with your site or your emails. Omnisend lets you segment your audience by things like purchase behavior, email activity like opens and clicks, products added to cart, time since last order, location or language. And this is where things get super powerful. So instead of blasting every email to your full list, you can start sending more targeted messages like win-back campaigns, birthday promos, or special offers for your top customers. Even a simple split between new versus returning customers can make a huge difference in how people engage with your emails. Once you've selected your audience, you can choose to send the email now or schedule it for later. And if you want to test things like subject lines or button copy, Omnisend has a built-in A/B testing too. So if we go ahead and come up here, we can go ahead and click on save and choose recipients. And this is where you can go ahead and choose either all subscribers or exclude a segment. And then you can also let me choose segments. So you can go ahead and choose that there. Step 8, track results and improve. Now, once the campaign goes out, give it some time and then check your reports tab. You'll be able to see how many people opened the email, how many clicked, which links they clicked, how much revenue that email generated. And this is where you learn what's working and what's not. If you notice a subject line got a low open rate, then maybe it was too vague or didn't stand out. If people clicked on one product more than the others, that's a clue for future campaigns. It's not about getting everything perfect the first time. It's about getting better each time you hit send. So that's it. You've connected Omnisend to your WooCommerce store, built a form, collected emails, created a welcome series, set up abandoned cart recovery, sent your first email campaign, and you've got the tools to track it all. That's a massive step forward. You don't need to do it all at once, just keep showing up and keep sending. If you've been putting this off, I hope this video gave you the push to just start. Email marketing doesn't need to be scary. It's actually one of the simplest, most profitable things you can do once it's set up right. And if you want to get started with Omnisend or Hostinger, we've got links for you down in the description below. These are affiliate links, which means we do earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we're dedicated to helping you succeed with e-commerce by providing tips, strategies, and insights to grow your online business. So be sure to subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.